Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. A lot of things aren't making sense. A lot of things aren't making sense. So, come on. So, if a lot of things aren't making sense, she said they targeted the light of God and now they're in too deep. Well, what happens when you get in too deep targeting the light of God? They went in too deep targeting the light of God? Is that what you mean? Interesting. Interesting. You know, and it was kind of neat to hear somebody talking about them shadow banning the light so that the bullshit can get through. And when I hear that they shadow ban the light so that the bullshit can get through, and then I see a reader say, "Yeah, I've got a video with 100 likes and like 7 views." I thought, yeah, a lot of weird stuff going on. AI is taking over. The Antichrist consciousness, it's taking over. Anyway, if it's trying to hide the light, simple enough. Anyway, I saw something about the universe was your lawyer and it has a courthouse surrounded. I thought, energy surrounding a courthouse. That can't be good to see in your clickbait, especially with Wang Fook Court on fire in Hong Kong. And I mean, when I hear you say that, she said that their magic was backfiring horribly. I thought it's not Wang magic, is it? Is the Wang magic backfiring in Hong Kong? Wang Fook Court? Stop. Anyway, so if you've got several of us having visions, and yes, I would have to agree. Thank you. You know who you are, Little Miss INFP. You'll always be Little Miss INFP to me. So sorry. It's Jesus and the baby. Come on. Anyway, so when she says, and she says, they targeted your light unaware that by the time they get to you, it's Judgment Day. So that's some Terminator sounding stuff. Dun. That's where's Sarah Connor? Come with me if you want to leave. Anyway, a huge organized crime syndicate. Wang Fook Court on fire. What a beautiful world we live in. Happy Thanksgiving. And yeah, I mean, all of us are having some pretty prophetic dreams. Now, as far as anything else, and did you say something about London's on fire? We just heard London Bridge was coming down a week or so ago. Can I help you? She says yes. She says yes. You can always help me. Anyway. So interesting. Right here before Thanksgiving. Imagine that. Right here before Thanksgiving. I hear that their magic is backfiring horribly. Wang Fook Court is on fire. Interesting. And people are on the edge of their seats waiting to see what's going to happen next. Well, when I hear a reader say that they're trying to MK Ultra you, yeah, hypnosis equals MK Ultra. Mass hypnosis. So keep that in mind when you're dealing with people that are in the hypnosis realm of things. And they tell you what they're doing. They're having some kind of weird battle on reality. Imagine that. Anyway, to hear that they knew there was an earth angel out there that was anointed, and they went for it anyway for cash and prizes. It makes me wonder, what will their holiday season be like, with Wang Fook Court on fire, and just basically cats and dogs getting along together. Crazy Ghostbusters type shit. And as shocking as it sounds, majority of the time, and I know a lot of people are going through a lot of things. There's 12 different signs on the zodiac. However, we're looking for that light. Wherever that light may be that they targeted because they wanted to go in too deep with God, when you try to go in too deep with God, that ends up with your Wang Fu court on fire. Simple enough. Simple enough. Can I help you? Anyway. I mean, that's the thing, is them wanting a reaction out of us for so long. Now that shit's on fire, we're just going to keep it even kill. Now that everyone's in chaos and calamity and pandemonium, it's just what it can't do anything about that, because I do believe that that's what they wanted for us. They wanted natural disasters and things to be happening to us. And I mean, that's fine. That's fine. When I hear people, oh, we can't believe this is happening. Well, I mean, what timeline? Because I heard Pisces, I heard everybody was hating outside the club in Wang Fu Court because they couldn't even get in. She doesn't want me to do a reading, but we don't care what she wants. You gonna let me do a reading? Let me do a reading. Simple enough. Simple. We do care what she wants. It's just we also want to do other things. So people are, when I see that, you've got these people on the edge of their seat. They can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Well, if you go to Google and put in Hong Kong fire, you'll see people on fire in Wang Fu Court. Wang Fu Court. F-U-K. Wang Fu Court. So, thank you. Thank you for all of your cult orgy magic and shit. You done set Wang Fu Court on fire. Wang Fu Court. And thank you, little INFP. Sweet INFP. Ba, ba, ba. When you have that God Force Mirror karma energy in the cards, that's what I look out for. How is the universe going to communicate with you through natural disasters? Think about that. Stepdaughters, they end up being, earthquakes on Mother's Day. Ow! And then, they do animal sacrifice. And then I name the dog Pushing Up Daisy. Simple enough. They do hex work on my QHHT business. And God sends me die, my friend. A happy, healthy die, my friend. Happy, healthy die, my friend. They didn't like the Reiki business. They didn't like that. And, I have 5-star Jesus. I have 5-star Jesus Scorpio Death Energy in the cards. Now, when it comes to witchy Scorpio Death Energy, there is a review from Italy in my reviews. Now, how that would pertain to my birthday, last year? I got a dog, Italy got turned into water. Simple enough. Simple enough. So it looks like we got 2 timelines going. It's heavy. Getting Pushing Up Daisy brought to my front door on my birthday, and getting a deluge brought to Italy's with the mob in the cards around an Earth Angel. That, to me, that's just poetic justice. Confirmation. And I hear when evil goes up against an Earth Angel, war angels and their destruction soon follow. Now, if evil is still going up against an Earth Angel, because that's really all they want without a conscience is war angels and more destruction, chances are you guys are probably screwed. And, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they won't stop, and you won't stand up and stop them. So, you sit around and watch your Wang Fu Court on fire. Isn't there a song about that? Wang Chung. There's a Wang Chung song in it. I'll have to put some Wang Chung songs in here. Simple enough. However, yes, it was all over money. So now they can spend plenty of money rebuilding Wang Fu Court. Wang Fu Court needs to be rebuilt. And yes, thank you for sending me that confirmation. I really wasn't expecting it to be a Wang Fu Court, but however, it fits in perfectly with Freemasons harvesting our light, because every Wednesday and Sunday for nose is itching for months now. And wouldn't you know, today, Heavenly Heathen, she did not post anything for Wednesday. I don't know if she's magically disappeared. maybe you ran into her own karmic situation, but she's been pretty consistent about every Wednesday and Sunday. And then now magically she just disappears. She wasn't here today. However, what did we have? We had the lovely INFP presenting me with Wang Fook Court in Hong Kong. Now, does that apply to me seeing people on fire in my visions? No, but me not losing my fucking mind watching people running around on fire in my sky balls in my visions is a plus. So we got to look at the bright side of things. I said it before on this channel, they're scared of my remote viewing abilities. Well, you know, when all I see is people fucking running in my Jose Silva mind control screen, chances are there's people out there running somewhere. And they're mad at me because I did all of this on my own. All my training, I did on my own. So the INFJ is rare, simple enough. And when I hear that, let's go ahead and cut to the chase right here at 11 seconds in, or 11 minutes rather. When you have a CIA studying anything, when I see that shit in clickbait, okay, great. So going through the CIA HemiSync Gateway program, and when you talk about them experimenting on us since we were children, what the fuck is that about? You were probably a child that was a strange birth. I'm an Agent Orange baby. Nothing grows in Agent Orange, and I'm glowing like a radioactive angel. So go figure that one out. What are you? Oh, she's feeding Rick and Morty again. Pretty cute shit. Anyway. She's feeding Rick and Morty. She does. She goes over and so like a pelican, she'll go and she'll scoop up food and then she'll come over and drop that shit right in my shoe and then she eats it right out of my Rick and Morty's. It's pretty funny. You got Morty going, ah! And I'm like, well, you know, Daisy, she is feeding you. Open your mouth there, Morty. Anyway, hearing a reader say anything about the government experimenting on us, who knows what our military parents signed us up for? Who knows? However, there being a large crime syndicate that is now falling victim to... Okay, cool. So that's a bunch of narcissists playing the victim? Is that what you're telling me? You got a crime syndicate. Oh, God, what's happening? Quit playing the victim. Fucking wuss. Wang Fook Court's on fire. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. If you're still on the run, fucking, you're not running on fire. And I know Pisces has had enough, so expect more because all of those little Wang Fooks last year, those were just warnings for what's to come because they wouldn't stop. They did too much. Okay, so if they did too much and now that shit's going back on you, that's one of those sucks to be you types of situations. I can't do anything about that. However, when don't do that. When I hear a reader say, once they challenged confirmation, they challenged God. Okay, cool. So if we have a bunch of halfwits out there who have challenged God, there's something wrong with those people. Something horribly wrong. Something is wrong. Something is terribly wrong. And when I hear her say that, they targeted you because of your meditation practices, your devotion to the light, whatever. They targeted you because of your faith in the light. Well, hell, that's my affirmations. I am love, I am light, I am health, I am wealth, I am abundance. So, and then she said, and then they got in the way of your manifestations, and now all hell is breaking loose. Well, that's what happens with trigger demons, is all hell breaks loose on them. Simple enough. Anytime you have trigger demons, chances are all hell is going to break loose around them. However, no, the whole point of all of this is, yes, anytime if I say any fucking thing and it registers to something like that, please do not hesitate in sending that confirmation to me because who knows what it's going to pan out to be. Wang Fook Court, we're having difficulty. We're having difficulty with fucking Americans getting it. You know, oh God, oh, we've taken bribes, we've done this. Well, at least your Wang Fook Court's not on fire there, American people. It could be worse. Your Wang Fook Court could be on fire. Wang Fook Court. Anyway, no, I mean, that's fucking for you to send me that on a Wednesday when every Wednesday and Sunday, church days, mind you, church days, every Wednesday and Sunday, everybody goes to church. On Wednesdays and Sundays, Heavenly Heathen, every Wednesday and Sunday for fucking months now. She's been advertising for my business for free. And many others, and that's the thing. That's why I'm looking for these earth angels. Who are these earth angels with a business that the devil advertised for free? Because they were trying to sacrifice earth angels. Now, if they're trying to sacrifice earth angels, well, then that number one tells you look for the earth angels. And they must have a business. If they don't have a business, how the fuck can you resurrect their business if they don't have one? And if they don't match the requirements of a birth chart, confirmation, it's a lottery. It's a lottery situation. What do we got? That's important. Thank you, Metro. I appreciate that. Yes, Metro wanted to drop in. Metro always drops in at just the right time. So while Metro is out there finding those earth angels for me with a business, because what we want to do, we want to bring them together. We want to keep the earth angels safe. Simple enough. I'll keep looking. You guys get out there and just fucking sweep the town. Just sweep the town looking for earth angels with business. Now, Commissioner Gordon knows that all of my phones are red, and she bites hard. Anyway, we'll let her bite hard. So while Wang Fook Court is destroying Hong Kong currently in the news, and I don't believe anything that the news does anyway, especially when you're talking about CIA trying to MK Ultra people. And I know for a fact, as a QHHT practitioner, that people are walking around in mass hypnosis. Okay, great. So what do you think they would be using on you? Now, the fact that I have broke out of that shit, okay, great. That makes me just a little different. And with that shit comes responsibility. So while I'm looking for earth angels and Metro is sweeping the countryside, looking for those earth angels they tried to sacrifice so that we don't end up with an American Wang Fook Court situation. Really, all I'm concerned about is healers. Simple enough. Because I want to know, number one, what did they have to heal from? That's my main concern. What did they, because when I hear a reader say, they can't believe all the things that you've healed from. Okay, well, then that tells me that individual had to heal from some things. They had to heal. And if their plan was for that person to heal over and over and over and over again, I know Metro that just popped in, they're going to love to know that the flip side of that, the Wang Fook Court side of that, is people having to heal over and over and over and over again with karmic retribution. So we want to make sure that we find those earth angels. That way I'd be like, oh, you had to heal from this, and then I can Wang Fook Court mirror that shit and go, okay, well, that's what's wrong with this group. This group, they wanted that for you, and now it's happening to them. Simple enough. She bites. Well, okay, come on. You can come up for the read. Come on. So anyway, and we're not even going to shuffle. We're just going to cut the shit because I've got a dog that she is my dog. She just, and everything happens by chance. So yeah, freedom. Look at that. As we're talking about Wang Fook Court, Metro sweeping, was it the Metro coverage area? Metro sweeping the coverage area. Let your fingers do the walking. Metro sweeping the coverage area, looking for those earth angels they tried to sacrifice, because I want to resurrect them. I think that would, Archangel Gabriel. I just want to resurrect them. Simple enough. I'm all about resurrecting some earth angels. I just think that shit sounds fun. Doesn't it sound fun to you? Oh yeah, healing. And we get to find out what they had to heal from. Now, right off the bat, I've developed my abilities till they're incredibly fucking spooky. So, be spooked. Simple enough. It won't be a surprise when I sit here talking about freedom, finding angels, and healing, and then the cards just pop right out. Look at that. And it's kind of an example of I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. INFJ have no clue how they know. They just know. So when I tell you people are on fire in my scry balls, my fucking scry mirror, my mirror in the bedroom, so it is a message that sooner or later is going to have some kind of importance. I didn't think it would be Wang Fook Court important, but Wang and group Sook's magic fucking backfiring on people sounds like a winning combo. Sounds like a winning combo. Especially with Heavenly Heathen advertising for all of the Earth Angels. They fumbled an angel. When she says that, when she says they fumbled an angel, I'm not fumbling the angel. Hell no, I'm going to powder my fumble fingers. I'm sure God's keeping his pimp hand strong in this situation because I've heard didn't they try to sell the Earth Angel? We've had that energy in the cards. Simple enough. Now, I don't know about selling Earth Angels or buying Earth Angels, but resurrecting them, that just sounds fun. Oh, look at that. The Earth Angel lives. So that kind of stuff just sounds fun to me. The only problem is they were trying to stop their business, their manifestation ability. And that's what it is. I mean, when you've got a group sitting back, waiting to see what the next project is so that they can ruin it. Well, there's two sides to everything. You make them the project that you're going to ruin because number one, they've talked about Earth Angels. I'm very, very good at identifying the characteristics and what it takes on the lottery of astrology to match that. So, simple enough. And Pisces, the presence of your light shattered all of their illusions. Okay, cool. So I'm looking for the real thing. I'm looking for that Pisces with the light that shattered all of their illusions. What are you doing? That's not a fur ball. Come on. So, simple enough. Well, come on. She's not going to do it. Okay, cool. So I think you guys are pretty much set on freedom. I've read about freedom before, so if you want to go back a couple videos, we've read about that shit before. Right? However, when I hear confirmation, 800 unending abundance. So if we've got that energy in the cards of they saw the light of God surrounding the human. It's fucking Reiki. It's a Pleiadian Master's Light Merkaba. Well, come on. Simple enough. And that's the problem they have is they think you're doing magic. No, I'm doing Google. It's just what it is. They like to go deep into God, and I like to dig deep on Google. Simple enough. So if you know that there is a group out there that's trying to hinder an Earth Angel's business, and they want to see what the next thing you're going to manifest is. They want to see what the next thing you're going to manifest is so that they can ruin it. What? Them. We're going to manifest them. Oh, Judgment Day. Cool. And now we have Metro sweeping the area. Metro has a huge coverage area. Did you know that? I do. I use Metro. They have a huge coverage area. So while I'm looking for Earth Angels to resurrect their business and people are waiting to see what the next project is so that they can ruin it, well, they're going to be the next project. So while they're Wang Fooking courting themselves, Wang Fook Court, while they're stuck in a Wang Fook Court reality, I'm going to resurrect Earth Angels. Oh, and their businesses. But if they don't have the business, and that's the thing, Pisces, when you have people with no light, okay, cool. Well, it's probably a dark individual. Simple enough. And the light triggers demons. So what's that going to cause? Well, fear. People, oh God, I'm afraid of the light. Well, that just shows you God fearing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing at all. However, for every 100 of you, triggered little scary demons, there's a Wang Fu court waiting for you. Anyway. So, and yes, I would expect many of you to have a lot. If what we experienced last year was warnings because they refused to stop And now this next year is the year of stop. God said no. When God says no, chances are no more go for you. It's over. The game is over. They played games with the light. The light always wins. They tried to take the light out. The light ended up taking out theirs. It's just how it goes. You bite hard. Why did she just chew? Here, let me chew on you. That's what it is. I'll be happy to just chew on you. So while pushing up Daisy is chewing on me, and the thought of the next Wang Fook court experience pops up. Simple enough. And definitely anytime I say anything and then something like that pops up, I talk about people on fire, fucking any of that shit. Please send, is this what you were talking about? Because I'm not going to waste my time digging through current fucking affairs. I'm just not going to do it. However, look how well that shit panned out. We've listened every Wednesday and Sunday. That's what it is. I don't condone, I don't give a fuck how big Metro's coverage area is. I don't condone running red lights. I sometimes don't use my blinker. However, that's fucking my own problem. When I have to listen to Zen Zone every Wednesday and Sunday, church days, talking about Freemasons harvesting energy off of kids they have targeted since they were children. Okay, great. Now I have 2 readers talking about us being targeted for our gifts since we were children. Guess what? I was in the target program in the 3rd grade. Does Zen Zone know these fucking people? Does she know? Is she one of the Freemasons? Is she one of the Freemasons tarot readers advertising for them, giving them power by speaking their name? She's certainly not talking very positive about it. And when you have my energy, because she's talking about a healer, she's talking about an earth angel, my birth chart matches all that shit. She's talking about Reiki. Okay, great. So when you take Reiki, Earth Angel, Angelic Reiki, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and you drive it up here and you take a left and you get to the red light, at that red light, I'm facing Freemasons in a school zone next to the Boy Scouts are proud to be an American, where there's an elementary school behind me. I gotta listen to that shit. Okay, great. So now every time I go to that red light, I want to fucking vomit. Cool. It's what it is. I need to clean my system out anyway. And they don't want to do anything about it. Okay, cool. Wang Fook court them. Simple enough. Simple enough. When I talk about people on fire in my scry balls, send me that shit. Wouldn't you know? It's Wang Fook court. And every Wednesday and Sunday, that gives the good going Christian church people something to talk about, give them something to gossip about, a little Wang court to figure out. Simple enough. Simple enough. However, that's big. Look how well that came together, little INFP. And you'll always be the little INFP to me. Thank you. you had me at fucking Hong Kong on fire, isn't what you were talking about in your scry balls, were you? Fucking, I don't know. When people on fire, who knows where they're at? They're just on fire. It's simple enough. Simple enough. Right? You've got Americans, they're paying hush money and they're doing all of this because fucking energy harvesting is involved, and they don't want to tell the truth. And cool, they don't want to bring that shit out in the court system. Cool, give them a Wang Fook court Hong Kong disaster, and maybe they'll just fucking learn their lesson. Simple enough. It's called divine justice and intervention for a reason. Who would have thought God would swoop in and tell you to quit doing your little fucking group sex magic rituals with a Wang Fook court fire? Cup's empty. Anyway. So, what did we learn? Number 1, don't sell earth angels on the black market. I heard that shit again. There's black market. They hired someone off of the dark web. Okay, great. Lincoln County, New Mexico got a deluge. What did Lincoln stand for? Fucking certainly not selling Earth Angels on American soil. What else did we have? Oh, they attacked the Earth Angels investments. You remember Gaia Media? Yeah, they're not in business anymore. 15 years, tank. Simple enough. Illness, all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. So, looking for that Earth Angel to find out what they had to magically heal from with people throwing fucking magic at them. Imagine that shit. Imagine that. Simple enough. And now that shit's backfiring. Okay, great. When we've got group sexual magic in the cards, confirmation, and we've got Kundalini creative schmexual energy harvesting being done by Freemasons and rituals in the cards every Wednesday and Sunday. Let's not forget that, so that the people at church, the wonderful people, every Wednesday and Sunday, they have something to, the talk of the town. Give them something to talk about. And then flop them a Wang Fu court disaster in Hong Kong. Let them feed on that one. Chew on this. Orbit. Anyway. Is that orbit gum? Anyway, who cares? I don't care. I don't care. Currently, you'll be chewing on a Wang Fu court. So, anyway. Everybody enjoy your Thanksgiving. Yeah, we're going to find more things to be thankful for. Simple enough. Yeah, I would say cease and assist all magic projections. But it's what it is. When I hear a reader say, every time they attack that Earth Angel, a natural disaster happens, and then I lose views. Do they live in Wang Fu Court? Namaste.